flights look rather worn out, so he's definitely been practicing.
Nice to have you in the commentary box with us, Justin. I'm sure you would obviously rather be up there on stage playing, but sadly Vincent van der Voort, who looks in devastating form this weekend, he saw you off in round 2.
Yeah, the big man, he picked on me, didn't he, a little bit. You know, Vincent's playing really well, and he has done for the last few months, really. Yeah, and it's nice to see it, because Vincent's really, he's been through the ringer a little bit, and he's gone through it, and he's coming out the other side, and it's great to see him playing well. He's an absolute delight to watch when he's playing well.
Yeah, Vincent playing John Part in our first quarter-final of the evening. The quarter-finals get underway at 7 o'clock local time here in Salzburg. 6 o'clock if you're watching us in the UK. And then it'll be Mensur Suljovic up against Andy Smith, Phil Taylor versus Jamie Caven, and then Peter Wright against either Wes Newton or Dean Winstanley, as Wes bangs in his first 1080 of the match. So yes, the 4 quarter-finals followed by the 2 semis, and then the final all tonight. And someone will be crowned the Austrian darts champion for 2014 and pick up a £20,000 first prize.
That's enough of that, Mike.
So I'm not rubbing it in, honestly.
That was a really good first leg there from Wes, and Dean put the pressure on there. You know, with leaving 83 there as well, so it's going to be a good match, I think.
59.
Saying that, and then, you know, your first throw, you obviously want to hit a triple 20 when you're coming back. Then Wes won't be happy with 59 there.
In terms of your practice routine, do you practice on your own at home, or have you got a practice partner, someone you regularly play with?
I practice a lot at home on my own, and I pop over to Gary's and practice with Gary Anderson. So it's nice, you know, to have somebody of Gary's caliber just 10 minutes up the road. That's really good. So yeah, I'm a bit spoilt, really.
And I'm sure sort of any budding darts players watching, you know, in terms of sort of keeping the interest going, you know, day after day, hour after hour of the practice, do you just play sort of straight 501s, or do you have a bit of Shanghai or cricket round the dartboard, the other games, just to sort of vary the practice a bit?
I keep my practice really, really simple, but very, very hard games. And
double 10 for Dino.
Yeah, Dean's not under too much pressure here. 35. So Wes needs to put a big one in now. But yeah, I keep my practice really simple but very difficult, and you know, games that I'm really happy to complete. And I had Big John Hendo text me the other week. He completed one of my games, and it took him 18 months to do it. And he texted me. He said he felt like he's just won the world championships. But keep it simple, keep it hard, and keep at it. Oh, that's unlucky. That's right on the wire. It's awkward for Dean there. That's a good dart.
And do you have a set number of sort of hours a day that you would practice? Do you step it up as you get towards a big tournament?
Yeah, well, I tend to stick to the same thing, Mike, really. 2 4-hour sessions, 2 hour sessions every day. And, you know, I'm quite regimental with it as well. I like to do that. And I get a little bit narky if I don't. So when it's your job, you have to keep on it. It's a good opening 3 darts for Wes. Oh, that was unlucky, wasn't it? That looked like that was going in there, Mike, and just took a deflection. Yeah, it's good darts there from Wes. Great last start there.
I mean, Dean burst onto the PDC scene after coming over from the BDO by hitting a 9-darter at the World Championships at Ali Pali, didn't he, in 2013?
Yeah. Very memorable, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He went for a 3-mile run, I think. Yeah, if you're going to do one, that's the place to do it at, isn't it?
Exactly. Sadly went out of the World Championships at the first round stage to Richie Burnett this year.
Yeah, it's always the hardest round that in the World Championships. You so desperately want to win, you know, just to get into the competition really. Obviously you're in it anyway, but it doesn't feel like you're in it until you've won the first match.
Dean, you require 150.
That's unlucky there for triple 19. Where's sat quite handy there on 62, so
57. Where's you require 62.
So he needs a triple now first start to go have 2 darts then. Yeah, 2 darts at double 16. Yeah, didn't need them. Very good.
An early break of throw for the number 16 seed here.
Nice finishing, Mike.
Yeah,
great last start there.
And where's another player who has been in the upper echelons of the rankings for the last couple of years now, and
100.
has that experience of playing in the Premier League week in, week out in front of big crowds for the last 2 years, hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he's been unlucky for Wes. He obviously
60.
went out in the knockout stages, didn't he? But of the Premier League, but it's done him the world of good. You know, playing in front of the big crowds. He looks so much at home on the stage now. Doesn't tend to get flustered so much now. You know, he's really learnt a lot.
100.
And I think he's enjoying the break now as well. He's starting to find his game, you know, on the floor now. He's had a couple of dodgy results, but they're starting to come back. And, you know, it's nice to see him playing well. Not against me, hopefully, but
55.
the way Wes's darts go in as well, he's very prone to a bounce out, you know, and he knows, you know, talking to him, he'll say, I know it's going to bounce out, but I still do
60.
it. And he needs to switch a little bit more, possibly, but you know, sometimes they'll bounce out and sometimes they won't. So, like now, that's you know, switch, good lad, because that is exactly when he gets them, when they go in like that.
So that's just where they're maybe not going in quite as hard or as deep as other players.
100.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think the way Wes is going at a very odd angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's finishing well, Mike. It's good darts.
The flag is seen to go first. Game on.
He's finishing well. Wes is just touching a 98 average there, and Dean on 91.
140.
So Dean's not doing very much wrong here, really.
There you can see confirmation of those averages.
Yeah, they're both, you know, very level on the first 9. Not a lot wrong with that.
100.
Yeah, one out of 5 checkouts there for Dean. 3 out of 4 for Wes. That's the difference, isn't it? Good 140 there from Wes. 264. Nice steady tongue from both players now, and they're on a nice 3 dart finish after 9. Oh, that was unlucky.
I mean, Peter Wright, he stepped it up in his win over Steve Beaton, just under 100 his average, and the winner of this one will have to play them. And also in this half of the draw, Phil Taylor, he really looked up for it, 102.3, seeing 59. Off Simon Whitlock.
You look at that bottom half of the draw there, of the last 16. There's some pretty damn impressive names in there, isn't there? And yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit from going out, but you know, you've got to take your chances when they come. And you know, one of the boys from the top half of the draw, they're going to capitalise today.
126. Then you're about 135.
Yes, they're going to have a nice payday.
Oh, bullseye now. Oh, that's unlucky. Unlucky.
Where's your require 79?
39.
So 20 for tops. Yes, and now really a lot of work for Dean Winstanley to do against the throw.
Especially with Wes finishing so well, and you know, Dean's getting down there and giving himself the chance, but Wes isn't giving him a shot. So yeah, not doing an awful lot wrong. Nice steady start from Wes there. It's, you know, turn 40 now from Dean, settle him down.
140.
Yeah, good reply. Never 140 from Dean, and depending on what Wes hits here, but another 140 from Dean, and he's stealing a leg back.
60.
Yeah, he's going to steal the throw back here. Ooh.
30.
Oh, unlucky. Bad time to go into the fives there for Dean.
So can Wes punish that shot? It looks like he is going to.
Now he switches there, you see Mike, and I think he must have been consciously doing this now in the practice room, knowing he's going to get those bounce outs, and it's going to be a massive help for him, because you know, that's a great 180 there from Wes, from Dean. It's a massive help, because you can't play with 2 darts, you need 3. Oh, see, that's hanging in there, isn't it?
Do you require 151?
This would be a killer blow now. He's gone a bit too high.
57.
104.
104.
A nice little finish, this one. Yeah, 4 tops. Ooh,
64.
right on the wire.
Then you require 94.
Need to take this one, Dean. Yeah. Tops. Unlucky.
Well, Dean can't do it either, so Newton with a chance to go ever closer to victory.
It's a long way back now for Dean, but you know, you just got to play each leg as it comes now, and try and, you know, eke out a few legs.
60.
That's just hanging in there. Wes switches straight away.
58.
That's unlucky. Dean's flights look rather hammered there, Mike. They're going in well, though.
57.
It's nice to see Wes actually thinking now as well. You know, he knows those darts bounce out when they go in like that, and he's thinking about it a lot more.
123.
That's twice Dean's been unlucky now and got the deflection into the 111. See, how's you going to move, Wes? Ooh.
100.
Do you think it could be a disadvantage if he is having to switch, particularly away from the treble 20, more often than other players?
It depends obviously what numbers you are, you know, when you have to switch, and it shouldn't be. I mean, now, yeah, it shouldn't ought to be. I mean, you know, when you're practicing, you practice the switching anyway, so this would be, this would have been a nice check out, wouldn't it?
100.
Leaves himself tops after 15, and Wes isn't near it at the moment.
125.
Yeah, good reply, but
Dean, you require 40.
Can't see Dean missing this one.
Yeah. Shot on the 7th flag. Dean Winstanley. 8th leg is Western through first.
So all you got to do now is just keep your head down and take each leg as it comes.
58.
That's unlucky. They're 3 good thrown darts there, aren't they?
We mentioned earlier this afternoon that you won this event back in 2012, and you had a fantastic run to the final. You beat James Wade in that final, didn't you? And you beat Barney, Joe Cullen, Gary Anderson and Mentor Sulovic.
Yeah. And Gino Voss, young Gino. Yeah, what a day. Fantastic. Best day for me I've ever had, really. I think winning these.
And I think I'm right in saying it was also some weekend because both Simon Whitlock and Michael Smith hit 9 darters at that event. So
they did. Yeah, and I think Simon hit his 9 darter when he was playing Joe, and Joe took him out. So
how many times do we see that players hitting a 9 darter but losing the match?
Yeah, incredible, isn't it? Very timely 180 there from Wes. Good reply from Dean. He's left a nice 3-dart finish, and Wes obviously hasn't here, but he should leave himself handy now.
97. Dean, you require
66. Yeah, you can't help but think Dean probably needed to take that one. I think if Wes gets 2 darts out the double, it could be over here, Mike.
So 16 for double top for the match for Wes Newton.
26.
Wasn't far away.
62.
Needs this one now. 12 tops. Stay in it. Yeah. Well done. Good dart that.
Now Dean to throw first.
Keeps him alive, and that's all you can do now. And then take each leg as it comes.
Wes Newton, he's missed a match dart, and
he won't be happy.
Dean has the throw in this leg, so
62.
As we keep saying, it doesn't take long in these matches to turn things around if someone puts on a 2 or 3 leg spurt.
125.
Exactly, and we're all used to playing the first to 6, and it seems like a long format when you're playing, but when you're watching, it is quite odd, really. It soon goes, but when you're out there playing, it seems like you're out there for ages. Well, I probably am.
96.
Yeah. 140 from Wes now, leaves a shot. Dean needs to hit 2 triples now.
And I imagine games will feel like they're going quicker if you're winning. If you're up there getting absolutely hammered and you just can't wait for the game to be over, it probably feels like an eternity that you're stuck up on that stage.
It is. And if you're getting hammered, you just want to. It's damage limitation. You just got to. This would be a nice check out now. Yeah, damage limitation. You just want to get as close to the opposition as you can, and hopefully sneak in and sucker punch.
Well, this will be a stylish way to finish off the match. Won't happen now, so
Dean's coming back for 60, Mike, and there you go. Then that's, he's going to have 2 darts at a double. And then that's 5-4, and he's back in it. He's just got to break Wes then. A lot of sweat there on Dean's forehead. It's obviously quite hot up there today.
50.
Yes, Peter Wright in his interview after his match just a few moments ago was saying how hot it is already up on stage. There is the match though. Wes Newton through to that quarterfinal against Peter Wright. He was given a little bit of a scare there by Dean Winstanley, but it's the number 16 seed through. So that completes our quarterfinal lineup. We'll be back at 7 o'clock local time here in Austria, 6 o'clock if you're watching us in the UK.